The Coral Daily Download on Talk Sport with Coral. Your best bet for breakfast. Gambleaware.co.uk.
8:22 and Simon Clare from Coral joins us. Simon, good morning.
Simon.
Good morning, guys. How are we doing?
Oh, we are good.
flying,
Champions League,
are we? Yeah.
2 nights, and of course Europa League tonight. It's been
And
great.
Chelsea-Liverpool tomorrow.
Absolutely, yes. Football just doesn't end. It's every single day this week. It's been amazing, isn't it? I thought, Spurs, they've got us to the start. You just don't want to losing your first game at home against probably your major group rivals. And straight away, it means Monaco are 6-5 to win that group. Spurs 100-30. Bayer Leverkusen slightly shorter than Spurs. They're 11-4 and CSK
Really?
5. Yeah, I mean, the good news is, as Brad Friedel rightly pointed out, the other match was a draw. So, but it probably puts the pressure on Spurs at some stage to go away to Monaco and beat them and almost level the playing field, as it were. But they're still 10-11 to qualify for the knockout stages. But
That's a good price, Simon. 10-11. That's not bad at all.
yeah. But I mean, they know.
Maybe
we
over
know
a Guinness, I could squeeze even money out of you.
You know me, I'm very easy, Al. Exactly. I don't know why. Just a half pint would probably do it. But we know flipping over to Arsenal. Obviously, played 2 nights ago. They managed to scrape that draw against PSG. Crucial, because, I mean, Arsenal have a long, proud record of going through in second place and then facing some giant in the last 16. You really don't want to do it. You want to win your group. But what we should say is Leicester City. What a great start. I mean, okay, I don't think Bruges will be one of the strongest sides in the Champions League, but to go away from home on your first taste of it and put up a display like that, I thought was fantastic. They're 8-15 now to win the group, 6-1 on to be in the knockout stages after this one game. For all they're finding it tougher in the Premier League, not surprisingly. I mean, many teams do actually after winning the title. That is an amazing way to start their first match in the Champions League. So
Simon, what about tonight? We shouldn't forget we've not touched on Southampton yet, and of course Manchester United.
Yeah, I mean, let's start with Man United. I'm sort of curious about this. They're easing the betting. Very interesting this morning. Rooney left at home. Feyenoord obviously at home. And Mark Langdon, the Racing Post, I'm not sure I'm crediting the right journalist, but the Racing Post actually tipping Feyenoord because they've started the season with, I think, 5 from 5 wins. Dirk Kuyt took out of Liverpool. People remember him. He's the midfield dynamo. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst.
He's still playing.
Manager. He's still playing. Isn't that amazing, actually? Yeah, God, he seemed quite old when he was playing for Liverpool.
He's older than Quinny.
Quinny could still do a job, couldn't you, Quinny, mate?
Too right.
But so people tipping up Feyenoord, backing Feyenoord. And I suppose the question is, how seriously is Jose going to take the Europa League?
Yeah.
I mean, that is the real question, because if he doesn't take it seriously, his players won't. And away to Feyenoord...
But some of the players he's going to give a chance to, Simon, tonight have to take it serious.
They do. I mean, look. I mean, the other thing is they're getting a fair bit of flack. I mean, Manchester City's performance was brilliant on Saturday, but Manchester United's was poor. And sometimes, and I think people sort of focusing. Bruce Millington actually in his column in the Racing Post, very well worth a read. I mean, he's putting his neck on the block here because it could come back to bite him. But he thinks there's warning lights flashing in the cockpit of Man United, and he's suggesting, is Mourinho? They had a couple of okay performances against Southampton and Bournemouth, scraped the wins, beat Hull. But, do we know yet that Jose is going to work the miracle there at Old Trafford? I mean, I think Bruce is slightly anti-Man United anyway, but that was his argument. And then, I mean, Southampton...
Sparta Prague, yeah.
They're easing the betting a bit. They were 4-7. They've just gone 6-10, which is a tad shorter when you sort of work it all out. Sparta Prague shortened into 92 from 5. I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, Southampton started the season reasonably well. They played well in defeat against United and Arsenal. It could be, there's reports Charlie Oster may be leading the line tonight. He's forced to score first. Actually, a quick word for Jay Rodriguez, who's on the bench. It'd be great to see him back in action. He suffered that terrible leg break a couple of years ago, which stopped him when he played for England a couple of times. It'd be good to see him get on the pitch.
Sparta without a win, 14 attempts against Premier League opposition.
Good stat. Mickey Quinn, you've been up all night, haven't you?
Lump on Southampton. What about Dundalk? Dundalk are in there as well.
Well, they're 11-1.
Alkmaar.
They're 11-1. I mean, AZ Alkmaar are actually one of the real... they've bounced in and out of the Champions League, haven't they? They're probably one of the strongest sides in this stage of the Europa League. And down Dundalk, the Lily Whites, as they're called, Nicola McGeady's local side, they're 11s. I mean, currently United are favourites for the Europa League at 6-1, Rome are 10s. But, of course, one thing about the Champions League is there's suddenly the cavalry charge in after the Champions League group stage. You get a host of new sides coming in at that stage, so quite easy to bet on with confidence when it comes to trying to predict who's going to win it anyway.
Simon, another cracker tomorrow night, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea-Liverpool. I don't know, if Quinny gave me a 10 on it, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
What a game this could be.
Yes,
I mean,
would.
both yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be having a bet on the match, would it? Have a bet on a horse race. The fans' loss of European football is our gain because it means we get a fixture like this on a European week. Chelsea, Liverpool, neither side in Europe. 6-5 Chelsea after that mental game against Swansea, which was so entertaining. Liverpool just shy of 2-1 away from home, but we just know that home and away they're going to be a force with all those attacking players. Quinny, I mean, it could be an absolute blockbuster. This, couldn't it? I
just said to Al before, Liverpool, they're not. It's going to be so entertaining because the defence is poor.
Yes,
but going forward, Mane, Sturridge, Coutinho, Firmino's hit a bit of form.
Lallana, don't forget Lallana.
He's playing out of his skin, Lallana.
I love Lallana.
And so they're like the Red Arrows going forward.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic.
I wonder if they should lob David Luiz in. That would make it entertaining as well because he'll be.
Oh no, he will
school.
play. I think he will play.
Of course, Terry's injured, isn't he? Yes.
Yeah.
If he does, then I'm taking the 2-1.
So Simon, after 10 days in the
side.
Greek islands, working doing everything possible for the family, the green light was given. You can go to Chantilly. Now,
Really?
where are we?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, the tricky Chantilly's slightly trickier than Longchamp because it's north of Paris. But I'm actually flying in on Sunday morning to Charles de Gaulle, which is only half an hour away from Chantilly. Jumping a taxi.
Sunday morning? That's not a weekend.
Well, look, I have domestic duties as well to attend to. My daughter's birthday's on the Saturday, but then we drive back. We get the train back to Paris on the Sunday night after a great day's racing, and we have some lovely dinner.
Now that is you. What about my good buddy Steve-O?
Well, Steve-O is there for 2 nights. He's
Yeah, he's been you.
Yeah, you're out the window.
I've been dropped like a stone, haven't I? Yeah, he's going over bright and early Saturday morning, spending an afternoon in Paris, which I think you may want to join him on.
Well, that's it.
We may or may not see you on Sunday, I suppose.
No, well, there is that. No, I might actually drive over, to be honest.
I like it.
Yes, I might, I might.
Sleep in the car?
No. I will have accommodation. Don't worry about that.
Simon, give my regards to Charles de Gaulle.
In fact, it could be a little stint in the motorhome, I think.
Yes. Listen, why don't we all jump in? We can make this on TalkSport and Coral on tour. This would be brilliant.
Well,
They'd travel south after the Arc.
I'm looking forward to Champions Day as well. Thank you very much.
Yes, exactly. So
got
double
that.
header in October. You can't beat it.
Nice one, Simon.
Cheers,
Thank you.
guys.
Some more sporting odds for our good friends at Coral. Well, my good friend Steve-O tomorrow morning, 8:30.
The Coral Daily Download on Talk Sport with Coral. Your best bet for breakfast. Gamble aware.